All right, here we go. Bobby Maximus live, coming live to you from Memorial Day. It's a holiday in the United States, but I am still doing my job. I am still showing up. And that is the idea behind today's topic. No days off. You shouldn't ever take a day off. And I'm about to explain to you why and the thought process that goes behind that. A lot of people disagree. I'm here to tell you why they're wrong and I'm right. But before we do that, we got to pay some bills. We got to handle some business. Number one, subscribe. Number two, turn on your notifications so you know when I go live. I go live every Monday at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. All right, that's 2 p.m. on the East Coast. So make sure you get those notifications turned on. And also, in addition to that, and I see some people starting to join, which is awesome. Supers, help me get your supers in. Sign up for a membership. You get all kinds of extra perks so that we can grow and we can learn together and be the best version of ourselves that we can be. So now that the bills are paid, now that we've handled our business, now we are going to talk about, and never mind me, I keep looking over because I got my laptop set up here. I do question and answers on these as well. So if you have questions, you need a real honest answer, ask me. Listen, here's the rule. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to, and don't ask a question if you can't handle the truth, because I'm going to tell you the straight up truth. Anyway, here's the deal. The title of today is No Days Off, and it is very fitting because we are on a holiday in the United States of America. And a lot of people just take days off. Now, I'm not the fun police. I'm not against you having some fun. I'm not against you enjoying yourself. I'm not against you going to a barbecue today. I'm not against you eating a treat once in a while. But what I am against is just arbitrarily, just without thought, just without even giving a flying you-know-what, just taking a day and letting it slide, letting it go away completely because it's a holiday and that's what you should do. I suppose the best example of this is what people do on the weekends. Now, I need a little drink of my shake, so pardon me for a second. Thank you, because there's no days off of my goals either. But here's the thing, right? It's the weekend mentality. And here's what happens, especially, in the working world. Actually, it starts from a much younger age. It starts when we're in school. By the way, we do have a comment. Mr. Brown Alliance says, hello, Bobby. Greetings from the UK. I got a question for you, actually. Is it a holiday in the UK today? Is it one of those bank holidays? I'm actually not sure. I think last weekend in Canada was Queen Victoria Day. And that's usually the May 2-4 long weekend. But let me know. I'd be actually curious if there's a holiday in the UK this weekend. But here's the deal, right? Starts off when we're kids. We go to school Monday to Friday. We work Monday to Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday we always have off, and that's fun, and it's activities, and it's like do nothing, right? Then as we get into university, it's the same thing. Like university classes, or college classes, they aren't Saturday or Sunday. That's meant for fun. We get in the working world. We work Monday to Friday, and then the weekend is meant to just take off. And we kind of fall into this mentality where we have this rest mentality on Saturday and Sunday. So for the rest mentality, we end up doing nothing. Now, what we're supposed to be resting from is school. We're supposed to be resting from work. We're supposed to be resting from our studies, but we're not supposed to be resting from what I call personal excellence. Not even personal excellence, because that sounds like work. Just basic self-care. Let me ask you a question. On Saturday and Sunday, do you skip brushing your teeth? Is that something that you just give up on? Is that something that you don't do because it's Saturday and Sunday or that you can't be bothered with? No, you would 100% brush your teeth. You would take care of yourself. So why on the weekends are you not working out? The reason you brush your teeth is because you don't want cavities. You don't want your teeth to rot out of your head. You don't want to be unhealthy, if you will. You can have all kinds of dental issues, but you're willing to just take a couple of days off working out. You have one body, you need to take care of it. So even on the weekends, it's basic self-care. Just do something. It doesn't always even need to be a hard workout. I'm not asking you to go to the gym and crush it with weights. I'm not asking you to throw up or put yourself in a dark place or push it to the limit. But you can go for a walk. You can go for a swim. You can go for a hike. You can do some landscaping. You can move around, and you can do something on the weekends versus just sitting on your couch, binge watching your favorite show or binge watching sports and doing absolutely nothing. Now, it might not seem like a big deal, but I got my calculator here. We'll do a little bit of quick math. There are 52 weeks in a year. Let's say you arbitrarily just give up your Saturday and Sunday every single weekend. So you lose 2 days, and we times that, 52 weeks a year. That's 104 total days you lose out of a year. You're losing literally almost a third of your year, a third of your progress, just because for no real reason. And here's the irony of this, right? I get that going to the gym can be difficult. I get it. You got commitments. You got kids. You got a job. You got to go to the grocery store. You got all kinds of other stuff going on. Monday to Friday should be the hardest time to work out because you have to fit your workout into an 8-hour workday, not into an 8-hour workday, on top of your 8-hour workday, right? And then you got kid stuff. You can probably hear my kids, and Mike's probably picking them up. I'm in the basement right now, but they're just yelling upstairs. But then you got to fit them into whatever activities you're into, their gymnastics, their dance, their martial arts, their jiu-jitsu, their taekwondo, like whatever. So now you're working. Actually, let's go over the day for your common person, right? You wake up in the morning. You got to get them ready for school. You got to get them dropped off at school or daycare or whatever. You got to work. Then after you work, then you have to get home. You have to pick them up. You have to make them dinner. Then you might have time to work out. Like, that's really hard to fit that in a day. If anything, Saturday and Sunday should be your easiest days. You should have all kinds of time to work out because the kids aren't in school. You don't got to drop them off at daycare. And you don't have a full workday, so you can certainly find 30 or 40 or 50 minutes or an hour to do some work. But what do? We don't do that. We just, again, give up on the weekends. We lose a third of our year. How are you supposed to make progress showing up? I mean, let's word it the other way. Showing up only 65% of the time. You're not going to make progress. What grade is a 65 in school? So stop having these rest days. And I only talked about weekends, but now let's talk about why we're talking about this today, the holiday. But before we do that, I'm seeing a bunch of people join in here. Here's the deal. Get your subscriptions in, turn your notifications on, get me supers and sign up for memberships. These are things that help me go live more often and give you a message that, frankly, a lot of you need to hear. All right. Another little drink of my shake because I need it. I need your fuel. Delicious. There we go. Now, here's the deal. So we've lost, according to my math, Ivan Alvarez. What did you usually do on Saturday mornings and afternoons in your workouts? You just do one. Ivan, on Saturday and Sunday, I usually only work out once. Now, that's a formal workout. Like, that's actually doing some type of like body weight or resistance training. By the way, thank you, Ivan, for getting a membership. So Saturday and Sunday, I usually only train once formally. Usually one day is a lower body, one day is an upper body, or vice versa, depending how the week breaks down. But I almost always do some type of other activity on those days. So Saturday, I went for an hour walk with my wife. On Sunday, we went for a 30-minute fairly hard run. And so those are activities that we do. Now, whether you want to count the walk or the run as a workout, you know, that's one thing. But that is something that we do. 1 minute. I just got to address my kids. Welcome to living in the real world. What do you need, buddy?
Time to go to the floor.
Okay. Thank you. I'll meet you there, I think. Okay. I'm just going to finish my live. Is that cool?
And then you can come.
Yeah, then I can come. All right. Had to take care of some dad business, but that's the point of today, right? And Ivan, I'll finish that circle in a minute, but we all have jobs. We all have kids. We all have lives. Like, it doesn't mean we're not supposed to do what we're supposed to do or handle our business. But Ivan, back to the Saturday, Sunday thing, and hopefully this makes sense to you. Let me plug my laptop in here for a second. There we go. I don't want to die on this live. Anyway, On the Saturday, I only do one formal workout, and then I'll do some other form of activity. It's not necessarily a workout, but it could be, right? Like an hour hike could be hard. That 30-minute run, it wasn't crushing, but at the same time, it wasn't easy. So just getting that work in. Mr. Brown says pre-lockdown work gym 3 times per week, 4 bike training sessions. I was a machine at the age of 52. I love to hear it. It sounds like you have a really good week. Like, sounds like you're doing stuff every single day, Mr. Brown Alliance, and that's the way it is. And especially at the age of 52, we have this idea that as we get older, we're supposed to degrade, but that's because people stop doing stuff. They just give up. They give up on their self-care. They give up doing what they're supposed to do. So great work. RTN MK, really feeling tired lately, slept 10 hours a day in the weekend, feeling overwhelmed and just dog tired. Want to go to the gym, just really tired. So a couple of things, RTN MK. Number one, tired is a feeling. Even if you're exhausted, you still got to brush your teeth. You still got to have your shower. You still got to do stuff. Some days are going to be tougher than others. Some days you're the nail. Some days you're the hammer. So just keep showing up. I promise you it will get better. But in the meantime, let's focus on 2 things that may help you with a bit of extra energy. Number one, sleep volume is important. Like, obviously 10 hours is important, but sleep quality is as important. So I want you to make sure you're sleeping in a completely blacked out room. Make sure you're not having any screens on right before you go to sleep so we can get as deep of a sleep as possible. Then when it comes to food and hydration, I want you eating clean. No processed food, no booze. Really, your diet should consist of meat, seeds, nuts, and berries. Start eating really clean. Start drinking a lot of water, and you will start feeling more energy. You will start feeling better. Your workouts will improve. The more you work out, the more energy you have, and you will be in a positive upwind that will just make you feel a lot better, frankly. Mr. Brown Alliance, from 55 now, still doing the training. Jim, I miss it. Awesome. Just keep progressing. And I think, because I can't see because there's a little heart there, it sounds like you're doing the bike. Oh, yeah, you're doing the bike, but the gym you missed. Why did you stop the gym? Let me know. Maybe I can help. Ivan, thanks for the response. And what was your training today? Today, Ivan, this morning, I did a kind of a leg power day. So I went into the gym. I did a warm up. I did some squats and lunges to warm up. I did some single leg press to warm up. I did this machine called the ATP. It's like a specialized powerlifting machine. It's like a belt squat kind of deal. I did some marching on that. And then after that, I did a bunch of axle bar cleans. So that was a workout this morning. Then I went to jiu-jitsu. I'm going to the pool right now. I'll swim a little bit. And then after that, I will do some bodyweight stuff tonight, Bulgarian split squats and Nordic curls. RTN, thanks. We'll do seeds, nuts, berries, increase my protein. Good analogy. Or sometimes you're nail, sometimes you're the hammer. Yeah, and as you eat healthier, as you get rid of booze, as you drink more water, as you improve your sleep hygiene, if you will feel more energy, and you just show up and keep working out. And listen, it might be really hard for the first 3 weeks, right? Like, everyone's like, oh, just go get some, show up every day. I get it. The first 3 weeks are really, really hard. The first 4 weeks are hard. The first 5 weeks are hard. But I've been doing this for 30 years. And at some point, it just became a part of my life. It became not easy, but it just became a part of my day, something that I would come to expect. And so that's what we're looking for from you. But back to the script, back to the holiday thing. Here's the deal. We talked about losing days on the weekend. So we lose 104 days if we just arbitrarily take weekends off, which is not good. You're losing a 30-year year. But then imagine the holidays that you can lose, because the same thing happens on holidays with people. People just arbitrarily take time off. And so this is kind of how we're going to close this thing out. But I want to go over some numbers. So even if you work out Monday to Friday, you think you're killing it because you showed up 5 days a week, and that's awesome. But you miss those Saturdays and Sundays. Now you miss 104 days, right? So then it's New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We're going to go through all the holidays of the year, and you don't work out those days. So let's add another 2 days to that. Now we're up to 106. And then the next holiday, and I'm going by the American ones, but in the UK, you have all kinds of bank holidays too. So the same analogy applies. And then you lose a Monday for President's Day, so we lose another day. And then it's the May Memorial Day, and you probably lose another day for the Monday. And then it's July 4th, and you probably lose 3 full days for the July 4th, depending when it is, because you're going away, you're on boats, you're partying, you're doing whatever you need to do. Then it's Labor Day, and you lose another day. Then I didn't even mention Valentine's Day. You lose a day for Valentine's Day. You lose a day for Halloween. Thanksgiving, you probably lose a whole week for that. There's another 5 days gone because that's what people do. And then over Christmas, like there are people that miss an entire week. So they'll miss 7 full days. Now you're missing 126 days a year for those holidays. And I probably forgot some holidays, to be honest with you. But now half your year's gone because you just took a day off. So let's play out today. It's Memorial Day, right? I can have a good day. So I woke up, I went to the gym at 8 o'clock for my regularly scheduled training. I don't close down for Memorial Day. Then I went to jiu-jitsu. And both of those things are part of my job, but they're also things I really, really love. And there was a bunch of people at jiu-jitsu, by the way. There was like 40 people there. It was the busiest class we've had in a long time because that was it was awesome to see all those people there. But they were getting their jiu-jitsu in. Then I come home and I got to do a little bit of work. Yes, it's a holiday, but I didn't want to skip out on my live. And I thought it was a perfect day to talk about this. So I'm doing my live and I'm going to be done this in about 5 minutes. And then I'm going to go to the pool for a few hours, hang out with my family, enjoy it. Then I'm going to take a walk with my beautiful wife. We'll go for an hour, hold hands, talk about our day, spend some real quality time together. We'll have a family dinner and then spend some time with the kids tonight. Like it's not like my whole day is shot because I decided to work out this morning and then do jiu-jitsu and then do a live. Like I can still go have all the fun. So on your holiday, maybe that's not your idea of fun. Maybe it's not the pool. Maybe it's not walking with your wife. Maybe it's not having family dinner. Maybe it's not watching a family movie. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's going out on a boat. But if you're out on a boat all day today and the boat leaves at like 9 or 10 o'clock, you could have worked out at 7 or 7:30. Like it's not that hard to just get your 30 minutes in. There's actually a 20-minute workout I love. It's called 220. I just did a video on it that ended up on YouTube. It's a Train Like a Navy SEAL one, but it's all body weight. 10 push-ups, 10 squats, 10 sit-ups every minute on the minute for 20 minutes. It's a 20-minute workout. I promise you have time to do that before you go and have all your fun. And if you did that, those extra 126 days of the year, so that's, how many did I say? 200 push-ups, right? 126 days of the year, 200 push-ups. It's 25,000 extra push-ups in a year just by paying a little bit of attention on the holidays. All right, here we go. RTNMK says, I can't fathom why this channel hasn't blown up yet. I found you after Joe Rogan mentioned you. I have to say you, sir, are a treasure. Please continue to do what you do. God bless you. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Really kind words. I don't understand why it hasn't blown up either. Like, I mean, I'm 65,000 subscribers, but I really just pride myself on giving you real information like today. I didn't tell you to go hop on TRT. I didn't tell you to take some crazy supplement. I didn't tell you to hop in an ice bath head first for 5 minutes a day or pay thousands of dollars to have somebody just scream at you with a water hose like these things, or to spray a water hose in your face and scream at you. I got so excited I couldn't even talk right there. But I just told you real advice. Like take 20 minutes on a holiday and just do some physical activity. It will change your life. Now, Mr. Brown, I'm going to address your question before I hop off, but get me my supers. If you found this valuable, supers would really, really help me. Memberships help me. If you like this information, if you got something from it, you can pay it forward to me. And honestly, the more money I make, the more I can show up, the more I can do work for you. So please, please get those in. They really help me create, and I want to do more of this. I want to do it every day. Mr. Brown says, lost job because of lockdown, no gym where I live. Had a podcast, it's alive. But there are a bunch of great resources on my YouTube channel. There's a ton of no gear workouts. There are years of my life where I haven't been to a gym, where I've only done no gear stuff. Mr. Brown Alliance, can you do push-ups? Can you do squats? Can you do sit-ups? I just mentioned that 220 workout. If you just did that 3 times a week, 10 press-ups in the UK, 10 press-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 squats every minute on the minute for 20 minutes. You did that 3 times a week. You would need to go to the gym, right? There's workouts like sore legs, no equipment. It's in my book, Maximus Body. I was looking for a copy like I had it on my table, but I don't. 20 squats or 20 lunges, 30 seconds of wall sit. 19 lunges, 30 seconds of wall sit, 18 lunges, 30 seconds of wall sit, all the way to 1. There's a workout called Firefight with some burpees, some frog hops, and some split jumps. There are all kinds of resources out there for no gear type work. So just go get that no gear type work out in. Mr. Brown Alliance, I appreciate the advice. 2 different channels, one for the upload, one for the live streams, good for YouTube growth. Don't mix them up. Good to know. I'll look into that. I really, really appreciate that. All right, so Mr. Brown, go get your no gear workouts in, and to everybody else, hopefully you got a lot from this. Like I said, real fitness advice from a real person, 45 years old, never used TRT, never used drugs, never taken any shortcuts. I'm a normal guy. I got a wife. I got 3 kids. I got a job. I got to do this stuff. And so I'm just giving you real advice that you can follow. Trust me, every day, whether it's a holiday like today, Memorial Day, or it's a weekend, get your 20 minutes in, get your 30 minutes in, just pay your dues and treat it like brushing your teeth. Just get that work in. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up. And again, subscriptions, notifications, supers, memberships. Love you all. I'll see you next time.